and cost and management accounting, BBA third year, fifth sem. So first 3 days, there will be common class for both BBA and BCom final year. Because
Okay,
the subject is same, the first unit almost similar. For BBA final year and cost accounting for BCom third year. So first, in order to understand what is cost accounting, you have to understand what is accountancy. So do you have any idea about accountancy? What is accountancy?
Accountancy is known as.
Yes, accountancy is known as. This you have
accounting,
studied.
sir. Accounting.
Accountancy, the definition of accountancy, both BCom students and BBA students have studied in the previous classes. So accountancy.
Ma'am, BCom, sir.
So accountancy has 3 branches. First branch is financial accounting.
Second one, sir.
Second one is our subject, cost accounting. Third
one.
Third branch is management accounting.
Okay, sir.
So all these 3 are the branches of accountancy. So accountancy is a very broad subject. Accountancy has 3 branches. First one is financial accounting. Second one is cost accounting. Third one is management accounting. So in order to understand this cost accounting, first you need to know the definition of accountancy. Previously, in the first year, you have studied the definition of accountancy. Any idea about the definition of accountancy? What is accountancy? So accountancy has 5 stages. There are 5 stages of accountancy. Accountancy is the art of recording, classifying, summarizing, recording, classifying, summarizing, analysis, and interpretation. So the broad definition of accountancy is the art of recording, classifying, summarizing the business transactions in terms of money for the purpose of analysis and interpretation thereof. This is the broad definition of accountancy. So accountancy has 3 branches. First branch is financial accounting. Second one is cost accounting. Third is management accounting. So in this, the first 3 stages, recording, classifying, and summarizing. This is nothing but the financial accounting. financial accounting. And next is analysis. So this analysis is nothing but our subject, cost accounting. So analysis is nothing but our subject, cost accounting. So interpretation, this is what is called as management accounting. So all these three, they are the branches of accountancy. Financial accounting is fundamental. Without financial accounting, there is no cost accounting, management accounting. Financial management financial accounting is the basic subject. It is the primary subject, followed by cost accounting and management accounting. Now coming to our subject, which we are dealing, that is what is called as cost accounting. So the introduction to cost accounting, the importance of cost accounting is because of the limitations of financial accounting. These two subjects are the same branches of accountancy. They have emerged because of the limitations of financial accounting. So what are the limitations of financial accounting? Any idea? Limitations of financial accounting, any idea? So here the introduction to these two subjects, cost accounting and management accounting, they have emerged because of the limitations of the financial accounting. So financial accounting is the fundamental subject. In the financial accounting, we record, classifying, summarize the transactions in terms of money in order to know the financial position, and in order to know the profit and loss account, and in order to know the profit or loss made during the year, and in order to know the financial position as on a particular date. So this is financial accounting. It is compulsory according to the rules and regulations. Financial accounting is compulsory. It is must. It should be, the account should be, they should be prepared. But even though it is very, very important, it is the primary subject, the financial accounting have certain limitations. Because of those two limitations, these two subjects have emerged. So without financial accounting, there is no cost accounting and there is no management accounting. So these two have emerged because of the limitations of the financial accounting. In the financial accounting, we will prepare accounts up to the preparation of profit and loss account and balance sheet. That is financial accounting. So all this we will do for the purpose of analysis and interpretation thereof. So analysis is cost accounting, interpretation is management accounting. So what are the limitations of financial accounting? Any idea? Anyone?
No,
what
sir. No idea.
Limitations of financial accounting. What is financial accounting? At least you tell anything about financial accounting which you remember. Already you have done. I hope you have passed all these subjects. You have passed the financial accounting subject. I hope. So you try to answer what is financial accounting. So the cost accounting is a continuation. So in simple words, it is a continuation of financial accounting. Cost accounting is nothing but it is a continuation of financial accounting, and management accounting is nothing but the continuation of cost accounting. So analysis and interpretation. What is the meaning of analysis? What is analysis? So in the first three stages, we will record the transactions in the form of journal entries. And next, we classify the accounts in the form of ledger accounts. Next, we summarize in the form of trial balance, profit and loss account, and balance sheet. So financial accounting is based on the concept of historical costing. Financial accounting is based on the concept of historical costing. This is the fundamental limitation of financial accounting. Because of this limitation, these two subjects, cost accounting and management accounting, have emerged for the purpose of decision making. So financial accounting is based on the concept of historical costing. So historical cost is based on the concept of historical cost, and financial accounting gives the overall profit of the organization. So these two are the fundamental limitations of financial accounting. So first limitation, concept of historical cost. So historical cost means whatever is past, whatever it is over, whatever it is done, it is recorded. That is what is called as historical costing, historical cost. So for example, we spend and write. Whatever we spend, we record in a systematic manner. We classify in a systematic manner. We summarize them and prepare profit and loss account and balance sheet. So we will not analyze the cost, how much cost it is, whether it is worth or not, whether we can reduce or control cost. We don't bother about cost control according to the historical concept, historical cost concept. So according to the historical cost concept, we spend money, we spend amount, and whatever we spend, how much we have spent, we record. And here the purpose of financial accounting is to know only profit and loss made during the year, and to have an idea about the financial position as on a particular date. So the financial accounting does not bother about the cost, how much cost we are incurring, whether it is less, whether it is more, we do not bother. So we only record whatever we have spent, whatever we have incurred. So this is the fundamental limitation of financial accounting. And next, the most important limitation of financial accounting. So financial accounting is only useful to prepare profit and loss account and to have an idea of the financial position. So these two financial statements, these two are called as financial statements. One is called as profit and loss account and other is called as balance sheet. They are used to only give information about the profit and loss and the balance sheet is only used to give information about the financial position as on a particular date. But these two financial statements are not sufficient to help the organization to take decisions for the expansion of the organization and improving the organizational profits. In the future, what it is to be done, how it is to be done, in order to take those decisions, these two financial statements are not sufficient or not suitable. But financial accounting is must. The importance of financial accounting is it is must according to the government, according to the rules and regulations. Financial accounting is compulsory. It is must, it is compulsory. And without financial accounting, there is no cost accounting and there is no management accounting. Cost accounting is followed by, so financial accounting is followed by cost accounting because of the limitations, the two important limitations we have discussed. And
సార్ వీడియో
after,
కనిపిస్తలేరా? కనిపిస్తలేదు.
hello? Any doubts?
ఏం లేదు. జూమ్ అని పైన ఉంది, మ్యూట్, స్టాప్ వీడియో, షేర్, పార్టిసిపేట్, మోర్. నా వీడియో వస్తుంది కింద.
Hello? So cost accounting is followed by management accounting. So financial accounting is followed by cost accounting. So now coming to our subject, cost accounting, what is the importance of cost accounting? Importance of cost accounting, general importance of cost accounting. Why you should study this subject? What is the objective of cost accounting? The objective of financial accounting. The objective of financial
అంటే
accounting
మీకు
is
లాగిన్
to,
కాలేదా? నాకు అయిపోయింది, నేను చూస్తున్నా కూడా.
పార్టిసిపేట్ అరబిందో కాలేజ్ కొట్టాలా?
ఏంది?
అరే ఉన్నారు కదా చాలా మంది.
షీబా నీకు అంత రిస్క్ వద్దు, నేను వాట్సాప్ కి సెండ్ చేస్తున్నా, 1 సెకండ్ లో వచ్చేస్తుంది, చూడు. ఓకేనా? నీకు అంత రిస్క్ వద్దు, పంపించిన చూసుకో. బాగానే చెప్తుండే క్లాస్. దానిపైన క్లిక్ చేసి పంపించినారు.
so coming to our subject, cost accounting.
రచన, సంధ్య, ప్రత్యూష గౌడ్, అరుణ్ కుమార్,
పార్టిసిపేట్ అని ఉంది కింద.
ప్రజ్వల్. పెట్టు.
జర మనీషా జరిగితే బాగా మాట్లాడేది సార్ చెప్పేది
కొంచెం మ్యూట్ చేసుకుంటే బాగుంటది.
అవుతుందా?
మీరు మాట్లాడుతుంటే నేను చెప్పలేనమ్మా.
నువ్వు వచ్చినావా?
హలో,
చేసుకో మనీషా.
if you talk
మనీషా
I
కింద
cannot take,
press చేయి.
if you talk I cannot take the class.
నువ్వు రాలేదే ఇంకా.
Please don't talk. Please don't talk. I cannot explain.
హలో ఏ వచ్చినావా? నేను నీకు కనిపిస్తున్నానా అసలు?
మనీషా
Hello, please don't talk. You
Wait.
listen. I cannot take the
స్క్రీన్
class
షాట్
if you
తీసి
talk
ఒకసారి
like
నాకు
that.
పంపి.
If you talk like that, I cannot take the class. All of you listen.
నేను కూడా అయినా సోది చూస్తున్నా.
మనీషా మ్యూట్ చేసుకో.
Shall I continue? Hello?
Yes sir, continue.
Yes, sir.
You are talking too much. I cannot take the class like this if you talk continuously. You stop talking and listen to the class. I will continue the class. Shall I continue? So coming to our subject, cost accounting. Coming to our subject, cost accounting. So it deals with the control of cost. So the objective of financial accounting is to know the profit or loss made during the year and to show the financial position as on a particular date. So coming to our subject, cost accounting, the fundamental objective is to control and reduce cost. It is detailed analysis of cost. So what do we mean by analysis? Analysis means detailed study. So how much we are spending, why you are spending, whether we are spending reasonably, before we think about spending, and then we will incur. That is what is called as cost. The concept of cost accounting is, it is future costing. Future costing means here we think about future, how much we have to spend, whether it is worth, whether it is useful, whether it is wastage, whether it is necessary. So we analyze all aspects of cost. In the financial accounting, what we will do, we will not do any analysis. We will simply spend and we write. Suppose selling expenses. Selling expenses 10 lakhs. We spend 10 lakhs and we write 10 lakhs. We record 10 lakhs in the financial accounting. But in the cost accounting, before spending rupees 10 lakhs, we analyze each and every possibility of reducing the cost, whether it is worth or not, what is its usefulness, how it is used. So whether it is worth to spend 10 lakhs for selling expenses, we analyze in detail, we will study in detail, and then we will spend that particular amount. That is what is called as, so that is what is called as cost, and that is the importance of cost accounting. In cost accounting, we will make a detailed analysis of cost. So each and every rupee, while we spend, we take into consideration, we think about a lot, and whether it is worth or not. So basing on that, we will spend. So that is the difference between financial accounting and cost accounting. So cost accounting is nothing but detailed analysis of cost. Whatever aspect we record, we analyze properly and then record. That is what is called as cost accounting. So what is the importance of cost? In general, what is the importance of the cost? So the importance of cost is, it is a fundamental aspect of decision making. So it is a fundamental aspect of decision making. Without taking into consideration the cost aspect, we don't take any decision. Even in general life also, whenever we want to purchase anything, so when you go for shopping, when you take house for rent, so we'll take all other factors into consideration. But one of the most important factors which has to be taken for consideration and which will be definitely taken for consideration, that is cost. So if the cost is high, suppose you ask for a rent, the house is very good, very spacious, and there are many facilities. But if its rent is more than you have expected, suppose if it is, so you want a rent of house in around 10,000. If it is 20,000, you reject that house. So here you are taking a decision on the basis of cost. Similarly, in each and every aspect of life, in general life also, the cost plays a very, very important role in the decision making. We will think and incur cost. So cost saved is income earned. This is the fundamental principle. So in business, this principle is followed. So in business, if you want to increase your profit, there are three ways. First way is you have to increase your sales. Increase your sales. So you can increase your sales by increasing the selling price and by increasing the number of units. So if you increase the selling price, your profit will increase. It is a generally followed principle. If you increase your selling price, the profit will increase. But if you see carefully, the increase in selling price may not always increase in your profit. The reason is, if the price of a product has been increased, the public does not purchase that particular product. They will purchase other products because we are living in the competitive world. In the competitive market, you cannot increase your profits by increasing your selling price only. Because of the competition, the public may purchase other products and actually it may affect your sales in the market. So the option of selling price, increase in the selling price in a highly competitive market to increase the profits, it is absolutely risky. So it will not guarantee you that the sales will increase and the profit will increase. So the first option, it is very risky. The other important option to increase your profits is to increase your quantity of goods. So if you increase your quantity of goods, if you sell more and more goods, if you have more and more sales, suppose in the last year you have sold 10,000 units. Now if you sell 20,000 units, your sales will increase and your profit will also increase. But this option is also very, very risky. So the reason is, again, the highly competitive market. Because of the heavy competition, you cannot sell 20,000 units. Last year you have sold 10,000 units. So this year, even if you produce 20,000 units also, you are not able to sell those 20,000 units in the market because of the highly competitive market. Because there is competition for everything in a competitive field, in a competitive environment, you cannot sell more than certain limited units. So you cannot sell whatever units you produce. Even if you can sell all those 20,000 units, you have to incur you have to incur a lot of expenses for publicity, for marketing, for promotion, advertisement. All these expenses you have to increase, and then you can sell the 20,000 units. But your sales are increasing, the profit is also increasing, but the profit remains the same. So the third most important aspect in the modern world, in the modern competitive market, that is what is called as following of cost accounting. So if you follow the technique of cost accounting, if you follow the principle of cost accounting, you can increase your profits by reducing your cost. So the reduction of cost is in your hands. It is an internal matter. Whereas the first two, that is increase in selling price and increase in selling price and increase in number of units, they are the external factors which are not in our control. So the control of cost, it is in our control. We can use techniques, devise techniques, innovate things, and try to reduce cost. So you have to analyze all the costs. So you have to study the different aspects of cost, and because of that you can control your cost. So by controlling your cost, you can reduce your expenditure. In that manner, you can increase your profits. So in the modern competitive market, those who use the techniques and different aspects of cost accounting, they are able to survive in this market, control their costs, and increase their profits. So controlling of cost, it is completely an internal factor. So it tests your efficiency. If you are efficient, you can control your cost. Yeah, disturbance.